Mhm. Mm. Hi, everybody. It's nice treating you. Pray all is well. Maybe I'm gonna check out the setting to see how we're doing. Got one person watching. Welcome to Let's Talk. How's your week? How this is all treating you guys? Hmm. I'm just checking to make sure we're live on all platforms. Okay. Let me check out Benny. I apologize for the noise. If you hear noise, my neighbor's baby is crying. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, my neighbor's kid is crying. So I am okay. So there. So I'm gonna type the Benny real quick. I'm just gonna do some housekeeping stuff. Um, I'm not really in a great spirit today, but I'm gonna try. Jimmy's coming. Oh, it's not letting me. Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I am hanging in there. I'm trying.
That's good.
Huh?
Say that's good.
How about you?
I'm okay. When we speaking tonight, can you leave the screen like this regularly instead of doing a zooming thing?
Okay. Why you guys don't like it?
It's kind of distracting.
It is? Okay. Because I thought
Yeah.
I just want people to see who's talking because sometimes it's so little. But
No,
yeah, we'll
that's
leave it this way.
because when you put the logo like in the
Hmm.
middle, it makes the screen, small.
Oh, okay. I think it just
But it's
because
it's it's
when
okay.
multiple people come on, it makes it like it changes it to like 5 or 6 people. It changed the stages. So, but we'll keep it this way. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. See how
Bless
that
you.
goes. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not really in a great spirit today, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, my sympathy, man.
Thank you.
Where is the topic? Are you trying to bring the topic up?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on to put the banner on. Ooh,
Okay.
we missed you guys yesterday.
Yeah, I was waiting for you, and then I was so tired. I just said, you know what?
Oh, okay.
Let me get some sleep.
Oh, why did it go so fast? I know, right? Let me enter the studio. Oh, jeez. It's probably gonna tell you there's two of me, but I gotta enter the studio to do this. So if you see two of me, disregard, guys.
Mm,
If you see two of me, please disregard. I'm trying to type up the thing from my phone. That's
I
why.
see.
Yeah, yesterday little lady was not feeling too well, so I was like looking at the time. I'm like, "Ah, I'm not
You need to
even."
find a better co-host. I'm already picking a fight.
I know, right? You're starting a fight. I don't have any fish to fry in it. Uh, mm, I wanted to put them all in cap. I need to get a better. What did you do this weekend, though? Oh no, I gotta
Work,
edit it.
church. Hmm.
Work and
I think,
church. So
yeah.
yesterday you missed it. We talk about what's the topic again? Yesterday, what did we talk about? Those that are watching, what did we talk about yesterday? I'm forgetting already. Oh, is it difficult to find good men and women? Men or women? What do you think? As we're waiting. What's your thought on that?
Well, eh,
Huh?
the thing is, there's no good woman and no, I mean, there's no bad woman or no bad man, in my opinion.
Right.
It only happens when you meet up with the wrong person, someone
Mm,
who does not suit your taste, who does not think like you, then it becomes bad for you. But trust me, if that same person meet the aspect where the both of them have the same way of thinking, have the same behavior, the likes and the dislikes, I can assure you that they can be they can be wonderful couple. So I
right.
don't believe I think where they say good men are hard to find or bad men, or good women are hard to find. What you are looking for is the one that suits your taste. You are
Right.
you are looking for the one that understands you and can work with you.
Right.
Okay?
Hmm.
Because nobody is perfect in their own ways. I know people are perfect in their own eyes, but nobody is 100% perfect in any way. Nobody. Nobody.
I
Okay?
agree.
So, in my opinion, there is no bad woman, there's no bad man. Just pray,
Right.
just pray for God to lead you to the right person that will understand you and work with you.
I agree. Oh, we got someone waiting in the studio. Did I add him?
Who's waiting? Oh man.
Oh my God. He said, oh no.
Say
Let me
Gina
go
Naka.
look. Huh?
Gina
Why did they put us this one?
Gina Naka.
I hope Lawrence can come for you. And you see, you ready to play Tate again tonight.
No, the thing was, it doesn't look even. I want to even it out. Oh God. I want even it out, but it's just acting funny. Maybe I should just leave it as it is. Oh no. Like it's cutting heads off. You guys not noticing it?
I see my
No,
head.
not from my, I'm
You know
seeing my
why?
full head. I'm seeing everybody. Now, the
Okay,
way
let
you
me
do
go
it
back.
now, it kind of go really small. Yeah, I don't know why you
Okay.
be playing all the games and
I let me know. Yeah, you man.
Why you take me from in the studio? I'm not more so.
I put in you by sorry. I trying to figure. Okay. I won't fit everybody in because I know more people want to join in. If we leave it as that, then it's not gonna let it. That's why I try to create it.
No, but once you do this something like that, the people who join in, you put it in, they will find space to be in though.
yeah,
Okay. Because the
just
question when it comes, anyways, let me go back. Let's go back to how it was.
Put Jimmy down and put me up. Jimmy not to be down, up. I'm co-host. I should take my position as co-host.
All right, I'm
um,
moving on.
Great. Let him carry his Satoka down there.
Fee, I told you need to find a better co-host.
So I'm not better
Yeah,
co-host.
because this one here is not serving the purpose.
Ah,
I big care tonight.
When the
Anyway,
host
I
is
needed
being
the laughter.
when the host is being delayed, the co-host supposed to be very swift. It is not good for
you
our
now
audience
understand
to
that technology issue. You now understand that technology issue. So just leave it.
there's no technology issue. Myself know how to use technology.
No, you
Everybody
not
that following,
understanding. I wouldn't have
everybody.
access to it until she come in. That's what I'm saying.
If you are co-host, you should have access to it.
Yeah, she's sending me in, but I think I missed that thing already. I gotta find time to log on it.
That's why you don't fit for the job.
Okay, fire me. Don't pay me again.
I mean, he has
But
to
it is not
know.
fair. It is not fair to our audience when they expect us at 8:30 or 7:30 my time, and then we can be on.
Okay, we'll discuss
We
that
gave
behind closed doors.
You want to bring our
yeah.
direct clothing outside to start washing it here now.
They understand laugh hyphens, but I get where you're going with this. All right, guys, welcome to the show. How's everybody
See a
doing? Just
co-host.
before,
You see a co-host.
um,
See a co-host going behind camera again.
I know it's okay. Jimmy coming in hot tonight.
I hope my I hope my brother Lawrence will join tonight. What happened to Dennis? What happened to Dennis? Dennis be making
Dennis
all the sharp
hasn't
moves
been
in the
well
chat
lately.
room. No, no, no. Dennis is okay now. Dennis has been okay since 2, 3 weeks ago.
Or you spoke to him?
He- Yeah, I spoke to
Well,
Dennis.
here's the thing, right? I think usually when people's schedule are okay at some point, then it not become okay. I'm fine with it if everybody ends up being busy and can't make it on. Uh,
Yeah,
that's fine.
I'm just asking for the audience because I know some of them have been asking.
Right. Yeah,
Feed
last time Dennis was not feeling well, so I spoke with him. But somebody else, I
He's
think
okay now.
Alorca. I sent everybody a message asking if they were okay. Nobody. responded to me. But we'll talk about that. But if our audience are curious, Dennis hasn't been on because he hasn't been too well. And Anna as well is
With all the big mob tenants we're making today.
I beg yo, please.
Maybe Dennis is just having schedule issue right now, but
Yeah, Joel
that's why
also having schedule issues, guys. So just in case if you guys are curious as to what's going on. Sorry guys, I'm sharing the show, that's why I'm looking down. But let's jump into it. I want us yesterday we finished on time. So I'm hoping today we can do the same as well. But welcome to the show. My name is Felicia. I just check everywhere.
what
It looks like we're
when is show
uh,
supposed to end? 9?
so typically, even though we schedule it for 8:45, we're typically to start at 9 o'clock and then we end. My goal is for us to end by within an hour, but sometimes depending on the topic, it takes a longer. So the goal is
Yeah, but we
always to
need to
stay at least at most, I mean, an hour, but
an
depending on the
hour.
conversation, yeah,
Let's
that's
time
the goal.
ourselves.
So Sunday you use brother Bros. Sunday you use Jimmy. You want to be photocopying
Let's
yourself?
time
Why can't you come with one name here?
let's time ourselves for 1 hour. I will pretend that I don't hear that me.
So we got to stay focused on the topic, and we need to give our points and just be on target. I think that would help us out. But also, we can expect to, I mean, if the audience are engaging and they're interested in the conversation, if anybody have to leave, that's fine. But I can stay a little bit. But yeah, let's jump into it. Before we get into it
Yeah.
tonight, I just want us to take a. Someone's watching from Minnesota. Marvin, thank you for
Yeah,
watching. Welcome to the
yeah,
show.
he's my friend. He watching from Minnesota. Marvin Opa Sua.
Oh,
He's a
come on, man.
Reverend, a good friend of mine. He's watching. Thank you, Marvin. My man, we need to talk. I will call you. Actually, I'll call you tomorrow for us to talk, Marvin.
Yeah. Thanks for watching and thanks for supporting us. We appreciate you. Don't forget, go ahead and follow and share the show. But
Uncle,
tonight's
why you not
topic,
sharing the show?
Because I shared the show. That's why my friend came on that to watch.
guys, all these little distractions, that's what take our time.
No, but we have not
So,
started. We still got 2 minutes to go,
No,
though.
we still got 2 minutes to go.
okay, I just want to remind you guys that. Okay. So let's so did you share?
I know I've shared,
Good.
but
Thank you for
I've not seen I've not seen Uncle don't share.
he did actually
If I
5
didn't
minutes
share how
ago.
my friend Marvin Swa came on the show to watch.
He stumbled on it.
And I even
Stumbled
see
on
you
it.
say
Guys, before we actually start the show, I want us to take a moment of silence. We lost a brother in our family,
mm-hmm.
and that's a very shocking one. I think last night we were just talking about
Mm-hmm.
how he wasn't feeling well. We're sending our well wishes, and this morning, actually, I was into some dream, and then when I jumped up, I don't know what took me to Facebook immediately. I went on Facebook, and that's the first thing I saw, and I was like, "Oh no," you know. So I remember him as being very calm, quiet. Um, he was always smiling. and didn't really say much from my memories. I don't think I've seen him since I left Liberia. It's been over probably 20 years or so. And that was really a shocking one, to be quite honest. I think last time I spoke to him was 2022 when I was working on the school project with Brother Say and them, and he was on the line. We spoke, and that was it. That was the last time I actually spoke to him. I mean, I feel like death just make you reflect on life and, to think about your day to day. What will you be remembered for? That's just something that's playing on my mind today. Like, what would I be remembered for?
Yeah,
What legacy?
yeah. Fee, like you said, we have our chat room, Friends of Habel Hills chat room, where those all who came from Firestone in a particular local, Habel Hills. We have a chat room for that. And I think it was posted, like I said, I think early part of last week that he was not feeling well. He was at the 14 military hospital in Liberia, and every one of us we was praying for him. Um, and then was there, and then but some part of last night, just before I came on Facebook, I went in the chat room and then I saw it with all the emojis. So well, he has passed and the blah blah. Before brother say even posted on early yesterday, asking for more prayers, and financial assistance to getting all of the place also. But unfortunately, when I got up this morning, I saw the post. I went in the chat room, I saw it, and the brother say also posted it too as well. It was so devastating to us. I mean, and the moment I saw the brother say post, I knew it was true, because I think he was one of the elders in brother say's church.
Yeah.
And so I immediately called, the Reverend this morning, and I spoke to him. It was morning. He said, "Well, yeah." He said, "Brother, we are bereaved," and I was sympathetic. I said, "Yeah, sure." That's what I called to talk, because both of you were very close, and so I talked to him. He said, "Brother, say promised to call me back later after, because we're having some, I think, related family meeting somewhere around. So he promised to have called me, later to update me. But it's sudden. That is a big brother, and he's born. Anyway, they my encounter that I had with him was, politically we were not on the same side. I was, well, he and myself on the social side, we were on the same advocacy side. So he and myself, we always talk about the women rights and female genital mutilations. And I was seeing him myself, we were engaged into at a separate level. He was working with different organization, I was with different organization. But our goal was to talk about female genital mutilation. And he told me, look, whether that thing we in our hand is something, but we have to continue it so we can be sure that that thing is completely abolished. Because, and he gave me reference that they were chased out of some part of Lufa one time. They almost killed them because they went to speak against female genital mutilation. And so he said,
Wow.
"Brother, that thing you in is not an easy thing." And I can remember, most of the things he and myself went through when we were chatting like that. I was just looking at some of the chats him and say how, we're going through a political chat too and the rest of it. And it's so saddening, it's frustrating. But again, we cannot question God why this happened. It has happened at this time, and we gotta, let it go. And then we'll pray for his kids and the rest of the family member too as well. I mean,
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. Um, I wouldn't. I wasn't too close to him, but I know when I was younger, he really um had some influence on us as well. So, if you guys don't mind, if we can take a quick moment of silence for him.
yeah.
Thank you. May
Yeah,
his soul rest in peace. All right, let's jump to tonight's topic. Thank you guys for watching. If you're just watching tonight, we're talking about men building their career, um, and being financially stable before getting married. So let's jump into it. My name is Felicia. I'm your host, and
My name is Andrew. I'm your co-host.
we're waiting for you. Ah, River says Pearl in the building. Let
Anyway,
me
man.
let me post the link. We're waiting for you to introduce yourself, sir.
Jimmy Kazulu, Elias, Brother Bros, panelists.
Jimmy, don't get to know with that. River says Pearl, let me post the link. All right. So I'm gonna let you guys, one of you guys, start the topic. Who would like to?
Let the co-host start.
Okay, co-host hiding. So I'm gonna get it started.
What you want me to start with?
Um, Introduce the topic and tell us your stand.
Well, good evening, everyone. Wherever you are watching us from, whether you're watching us from Asia, you're watching us from the United States of America, you're watching us from Australia, Europe, and the rest of the world, Africa, Liberia to be specific. At this time, is about I think 2 a.m. in Liberia, and you are watching us. We say thank you for joining us. Tonight's show is, I mean, it's a thought-provoking topic that we all need to discuss tonight. And the host, Miss Fee, and me, I'm here. We Brother Jimmy Kazulu. We together we want to discuss this topic. Should men build their career at a financial status before getting married? And that's a question we want for every one of us to answer tonight. If you could, well, we appreciate that. But that's the question. Should men build? But I don't understand. I mean, but we will come to that. But I don't know why it's just restricted to men, because men does the propose. Men usually do the does the a man usually does the proposal. In terms of getting married. So should men build their career at a financial status before getting married? That is the question tonight we want to be asking. That's the topic we're going to be discussing on tonight. So wherever you are, however you're listening, watching, or from any part of the world, we say welcome. That's the program. Let's talk with Miss Fee 2023. We get the ball moving. Thank you.
Yeah, so just to quickly answer you, the reason that question, because women are always asked to be marriage ready. Women are always talked about as being, you should be, is she your wife material? So if your job as a man is to be the provider and to be the head of the household, I think you should be somewhere in your financial status before you start bringing on somebody else's daughter to River says Bros asking what's the topic. The topic is, should men be financially,
Apparently, he's not even watching clearly.
he probably listening and doing something else. But the topic is, should men build their career, and oh guys, there's another typo. I gotta fix that. Should men build their career and be at a financial status before getting married? That's basically
Yeah,
the,
okay. Should men build a career,
and be at a
and be
financial
at a financial
status.
status? That should be a okay.
Yeah.
But it's a
So
yeah, build a career and
yeah,
be at a
be at a
financial status
financial
before getting
status
married. Yeah,
before
you can do
getting
the you can
married.
do the editing.
Yeah, I'll edit. So basically, the reason men is the focus here, because most of the time we always sway towards women. We're always, I think society put a lot of pressure on women being at a certain stat before becoming a quote unquote wife material. So why not? Why shouldn't a man, and I think nowadays a lot of men just figure out like they should be the head of the household, but at the same time they're not living up to the potential that they should be. And I understand that there are a lot of women who are making more money these days and they want to be head of household too. But as we all know, men has that status that they are the head of the household. They're there to protect and to provide. So if, in my opinion, I feel like if you haven't done the work to actually build yourself to a certain status, how are you going to lead me? Like, how are you? And I think that's what most women are thinking these days. They're trying to find out, like, you're not you're not on my level physically. That's what most women say. Like, you're not on my level in terms of income, in terms of intellect. So how can I listen to you to lead me? So that's why the question is, should you focus on your career? If you're, if you're there, counting lipo, I'm just gonna say that, counting lipo, and you're still living with mom, or you got a roommate where you're dealing with and you're just living check to check, and you're not even focused on anything yet, and then you want to get married, is that a realistic goal for you? So that's why the question is swayed towards men. So
Okay, let me see if I can go first.
okay.
Has been
Yeah,
uh,
sorry, I come in edited.
proposed by our panelists, Jermaine. So that is a hypothetical question to be answered when he talks about whether the man should be financially stable, whether he built his career at a financial, you know, to reach at that financial level before, getting married. For me, I think that question is that's a great topic, but it is hypothetical. You cannot say yes or no onto that one. But to play the devil advocate, I would say uh, it's a win-win situation. It depends on who is involved in the process. Because I don't think the Bible that we all believe in uh, tells us that somebody should be financially equipped before they get married. I don't think so. But on a social aspect,
Mhm.
somebody will say, well, you got to be potent, you got to be financially potent before, because you don't want to take somebody's daughters in their house, and she's not getting her needs. So what you were afraid of, you're going to get into that. So hypothetically, somebody will say yes, and another person will say no. But from my own point of view, I take it to be, consider is to be a situation that we got to play the devil advocate on that. So if you say yes, why did you say yes? If you say no, why did you say no? But I would stand on the aspect of no.
Hmm.
Yes.
Why?
Tonight, I will stand on the aspect of no. And I will elaborate on that further. But before saying anything on it, I want to hear Jimmy's point. If it's on the pro and I on the con, then we can move ahead. Or whosoever want to be in the pro or con. But I will spend on the send on the aspect of
I'm the
no.
pro, I'm representing the ladies.
Okay, so a man should not build his career, and be at a financial status before getting married. I would
I
say
said
no.
he should.
Yeah, I would say no on that before I proceed further.
All right, Jimmy.
First of all, we have to understand what a career is, because many times when people talk about career, think about going to school, earning a degree, you know, having a professional means of living, doctor, nurses, accounting, and so forth. But another aspect of career is whatever a man is able to do and earn living legally,
Yeah.
it's a career. As long that man is able, whether he goes sell down water side, make his money through business, maybe he's a carpenter, maybe he's a mechanic, you know, maybe he works in a factory, maybe he work in the human service. As long he's earning money, he has a career, a job. So any man that does not have a source of income, I believe, should not think about getting married. If you don't have a source of income as a man, where you are able to take care of yourself and take care of somebody else's responsibility, it is dangerous when you venture into marriage because you are not getting married, you know, just because you want to quench your night, or your sexual appetite. You're getting married because you want somebody to be in a home that you call a wife that you can come home to, and you expect them to play the role as a wife in your home. And the only way this can happen is when you have a source of income that you are able to take care of them. Whether you are a farmer, as long as that's the means you are able to take care of your family, yes. But outside of that, no man should go into marriage. So you don't need a professional career. You don't need, a huge bank account before you get married. All you need is a source of income that you are able to take care of the family. That's my intro.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you brought what career is, because I think, like you said, a lot of people just think about career as somebody who is a doctor, or So I just want to give you guys new 2024 what the
Hmm.
definition of career is, and then we can just pass it on really quick.
Okay.
Career. So a career is an occupation undertaking for a significant period of a person's life with the opportunity for progress. So it's not like you don't have to be a doctor to say you have a career. You can go learn a trade, and that is a career. You're focused on creating something that is going to be long lasting. It's, to me, I kind of see it like a security blanket that you have your craft, and you're very strong into that. So I don't
Definitely.
want people to misunderstand what career is. And I think that's what most modern women confuse that way. They think like a career is someone who goes to school, and going to school could be part of that if that's what your career entails for you to be able to be a professional. But is that's just what the definition is. It's something that prolonged, that you can work into, that is kind of like a craft, that
Yeah,
that tomorrow you're going to earn an income to provide for your family.
definitely.
All
Y-
right.
y-
So we take it back to you. So basically the verdict is you agree that somebody should be at a status before getting married, right?
Have a financial status. Have a
Got
status that you are, that you are earning or living, and not surviving. You can't be surviving, you know, and bring somebody child and expect them to survive with you. You know, start to earn a living. Start to live, and then when you get somebody who is coming in as as your wife, that person can help you to build on where they met you, so that you both can grow together. I see Robert said pro,
Yeah, I'm about to pin that question, which means I'm gonna have to move us so we
yeah,
can see the question. Um,
yeah. So okay, so
but before that, maybe we should wait for Andrew.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's wait for
Yeah.
Andrew.
Okay. So I mean, it's a great topic. It's very interesting, and I like the debate. I like the debate aspect of it. Where we're going to be propounding, and discussing issue as it relates to, financial potency, you know, before. And like the definition you gave on career, it's something that you relied on, that you work towards, to earning a living financially. That's
Right.
just great.
Like you need
And
a
then we want
special
to make it clear.
training.
Yeah, it's career. It doesn't mean, it's something that you depend on, something that when they grab you tomorrow, they say, what is your career? What you able to do? What is your competence? What are you capable of doing? You will say, well, I'm an accountant. Like in my case, I would say I'm an accountant. Like other people case, say, I'm a health worker, I'm a this, I'm that. It is something that you strive for or towards, and you getting income from it. But for me, like I said, nobody have to build a career up to a financial status before they begin to get married. No, I disagree. The reason why I'm disagreeing, because I will give myself as a typical example. I didn't build my career to reach a financial status before I got married. No, I didn't do that. So I'm giving myself as a practical example.
Okay.
Um,
So growing up, yes, went to college, from high school, went to college, and I was in college. I had not even graduated from college when I planned my wedding. I have not even graduated from college when I planned my wedding.
Nice.
I was
You're
in
the
a
first
single
person.
room. I was in a single room when I got married. Before I even got I mean, before I even got a career job, a professional job.
mhm,
So it is not a tool to getting married, to build your. It depends the person you have met. It depends the person you trying to build your future with. So if you attribute it to say, well, you must build your career up to a financial status at its financial status, and you get to be well to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be rich, but you must be able to do certain things at a given time. Because if you leave it open, you say, well, oh, you must build it at a certain, then many people will not easily get married because there are challenges in life. I'm starting myself as a typical example, which I said. So I say no, because
mhm.
you and the person need to understand each other. So it is, am I the only person that because I want to get married to you, so I should come with all everything? Yeah, somebody will say yes. But like somebody was saying the last time, why are you bringing on the table as a woman? What are you coming with to on the table?
Okay, and
I'm coming. Let me
Andrew,
lay my
let
thoughts.
me come
I'm
in a
coming.
little
Let me
bit.
lay my
Let me
thought,
come in
please.
a little bit.
No, I'm
Because
coming. Let me lay
it's
my thought,
like,
mister. Can I lay my thought? Thank you. So if you tell me, say, well, I need to I need to balance my career and I need to be financially stable before I get married, I would say no, because I need to start preparing myself with somebody who have to understand me. Brother, tell me, right? When someone who is financially potent already, he says he already have money already. When he goes into a relationship, he thinks to go into a relationship. Welcome. I see him. You think to go into a relationship, he want to use his financial prowess to marginalize his partner. So it is rather the both of you struggle it together, get all of the gains together, get all of the losses together.
let the church
Why
say
are you
amen,
getting married? But in
or
the
else the
event where
pastor
you
will
want to
keep
be the
preaching.
man before you financially stable, before you get married, you're going to marginalize that woman in the home. And for some of us who advocate for women, we will not allow that to happen. You and the woman should
So
go through the struggle. I will stop there for now and I will
See,
further expand,
one
at a later.
moment, Jamie, before you come in. So you're saying in the case where somebody they don't have to be rich. They just need to be at a certain level that they can take care of somebody and themselves. But you're saying in most
But,
cases,
but no man
people
will want to
who
go to get married when they not reach at a certain level. But if you want to reach it at a certain level or ceiling to say, well, they cannot be, he will have all. at
No, no,
99.9%, then I would say
that's
no.
not what we're saying here. That's not what we're
But even
saying
at
here.
that, even if you're not saying that, I would say no.
Andrew,
No one should reach their career at a financial to at a level where they are financially stable before they get married.
Andrew,
I stand for that, and I will stand and
Andrew,
defend it.
Andrew, a career is anything you do to earn a living.
So,
Okay?
so anything I do
That's a
to earn a
simple
living, I
definition.
should reach it I should earn a living
Wait
to
now.
a status that way I'm financially potent
I
before I get
waited for
married.
you. I waited for you
No, but I no, I'm just
until
interjecting,
you
asking
learn.
a question on that.
Okay.
Should I be
So
financially potent with that career I have? I should use that career, that tool, and that means, and get financially stable before I get married.
no, we're not talking about stability. The last time we discussed financial stability here, and we know how it went. We're not talking about financial stability.
All
All
right, I
right.
have lent my thoughts so far. I will come back and counter, but you can go ahead.
Okay. Yes. I call it. Thank you very much. See, you want to welcome the two people before I
Yeah,
continue.
welcome Rivers Express. Good to
Hi,
see you back on. How are you?
I'm
And
good.
then
Thank you.
awesome, awesome. And then we see our very own Mr. Dennis is back. His eyes shining like that. What's going on? Welcome back. Can you hear us? We can't hear you. You're mute.
The guy, is he frozen or what?
It looks like Dennis is frozen.
Chinese people
All
did
right.
not break down it. When I
Hey,
did.
I'm shining. He just woke
Okay.
up. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So Andrew, we are. Uh, uh, this is a question.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Welcome back,
guys.
Dennis.
I'm great to be here again, back here again. But I really love the topic. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
What?
Okay. So what we're discussing today is say should men build their career and be at a financial status before getting married? What I'm saying is career is what you do for a living. If you are a businessman and you earn a living from it, you are a career businessman. If you are a truck driver and you earn a living from it, you have a career. If you are a you know if you are a cleaner that you do and earn your living for I call it from it, you have a career as long as you are earning living from it. If you are a car, you work at a car wash station and you earn a living from it, that's what you do for a living. It's a career. You don't have to be financially stable. You don't have to have everything before you get married. But what we are saying here tonight is have a source of income. You need to be doing something that earn you a living before you get married. Outside of that, if if you take somebody child, and we see it a whole lot, especially in Africa, people get married and they can't feed their family. Look, you are setting yourself up for failure. You are setting that marriage up for failure because no woman want to live with a man who cannot provide her needs. Look, women got so many needs, okay? And those needs have to be met so that they can be proud of themselves and be proud of the man that they married to. A woman must have her cosmetics. A woman must have those basic things that she needs. Okay, if she have to, if you have to if she has to braid her hair and I record it and so forth. Women always want to put themselves in a place where their fellow women are. And as a man who is taking up that responsibility, you should be able to meet those needs. And the way you do that is to have something that you are able to provide her needs. If you can't do that, you setting that marriage up for failure because she will be in the house and while she's fetching for herself elsewhere, especially especially if she's if she's some of those women who don't who don't have patience. You can get you are I call it I call it as a responsible man. You can't go to marry somebody's child when you are not able to take care of them. You don't have to be rich before you get married. You don't have to have everything before you get married. But have
10
something
seconds
doing
so we
that
can give
is
other people
earning you
opportunity.
a living and before you get married. I submit.
All right, thank you. Thank you guys for that. River says pro. We saw your question, so you're up next.
Yeah, so look, this are important topic, great topics. Thank you for having me again. So you know, want to look at the scope of the as far as stability is concerned. You know, the brother said that you don't have to be you don't have to be rich, but you got to be in a position where you can at least support you know your future wife or whatever relationship you are in, and which is true. But she will be a determiner. Like for me, let me, my little experience, living with my first daughter was born in Ivory Coast. Imagine I went there as a refugee, went to my uncle, boom, the people daughter got pregnant. I'm panicking like hell. I ain't even know what to do. Scary, I'm telling you, Fee. I'm worried. Oh yeah, I'm panicking. My people. Imagine, my uncle had already traveled to the United States. I'm expecting him to be helping me over there, and my one of my one of my cousin too. He was older, supposed to be there to. He told me, he said, "My man, hey, if people daughter you pregnant, my hand not inside. I'm scary. I'm worrying. The first things that are coming to my mind was abortion. No, I can't. If my uncle hear this, I'm done. I'm finished. Imagine a man trying to help me to come to America, then he hear that kind of thing. So I was worrying, but and at the time, guys, I didn't have anything, penny. When those people left, they just said they traveled, they had to get settled. And I was just from friend, we group of friends ain't got nothing to do for those people who live in down in the Ivory Coast, they know. Just walking around. You sell buckle weed. When they sell it, they call me the thing, you sell it, you get some money in your pocket. I was zero. But thankfully for her, she was from a good family. They had, they already had people in the United States that was because almost everybody whatever living on support for overseas. But I mean, it been years now, and we are good. But the fact that she did not see, initially, and let me, God, not to make it longer, my friends actually sent me there to go hustle. You know how they say to go hustle on this girl. Oh man, the children from good family. But when I went there, because I'm a whole different person, I said, no man, I ain't get it. But she knew. She said, I know those people say you, I know those boys that you hang out with. But today, we begin, and years now we've been together. So the thing is, she did not see me at that time. She'd be like, you know what? You broke, you ain't got nothing. But she still stuck with me. Even her sister, her other family, they used to ask her, "What the man got? The man ain't got nothing for himself. The man passing around, with group of friends." But today, look where we are today. We're not rich, but at least we build ourselves together. You know, you know. Even the parents, people say a lot of stuff about me. but she still had that confidence in me. She still gave me that trust. She said, you know what, me and you will go through it, you know, and that's how it happened. So like a lot of times stability, I understand what the brother say, but sometimes something just happen quick. Like somebody daughter get pregnant, you ain't got nothing. But you sometimes you thinking about building or something. Maybe I need a house, maybe I need this before I get somebody, but you never know what can happen. And when it happens, it's left with you and your partner, you know, or your relationship to really hold together, because there will be a lot of pressure from the family, you know. So I would not see stability. I understand stability is good. Yes, everybody wants to be stable. Nobody wants to be broke. I mean, like that. But it should not be a determiner. You know, people should. You know, if you meet a woman, it should be even when she's selling bitter ball like back then, when she's selling bitter ball in the market, you got your own leg with a market. That's how back in the days, that's how people came up. But now with a lot of of societal expectation, you know, even girls, I mean, females and females, you know, guys, you know, some of those girls, when you listen, when you watch some of the show, women, I'm falling up piano, broke man, I beg you, yeah. You think I come and Sonny, they will not do it. So it's in society right now, they demand on them. You get way behind that man, even Liberia. I went a lot of those girls, oh, wait, why you got iPhone? I see a lot of those guys walking around. Oh, they don't even want to use Android anymore, you know. So now they're putting pressure on those guys over there, you know. So
Wow.
yeah, oh yeah. You talking about Android or the train? You want to look like you said the train talking about Pro Max 13, and you go over there with Android and look at you funny. Seriously, I'm telling you, they're looking at you funny. So
Wow.
yeah, that's the pressure society have put on people. So, brother, I don't think, you know, I rest my case, but I don't think it depends the level of stability, but I don't think it should be a determiner into getting the relationship. Go for it, whatever your status is, and then you can build a life with somebody. I rest my case.
Thank you for that. And that's a really good point that you made. But also the reason this topic came about is because there are women who, men put these status on them. Men will say, you're not at this point. Oh, she's not wife material. So wouldn't it go the same way for men to, work with them and start from the beginning for them to work together? What if the woman can't cook? Men say, where did you learn? You don't know how to cook, or she can't clean. Wouldn't that be something you should work along with her as well? If she's not, I know a few gentlemen that I went to school with. If they meet a lady that did not go to school, they just judge her and say she's wasted her time, and what was she doing with her life? Or if she's been in the US here, like some men will tell women, you've been here that long, what have you done for yourself? So if we're gonna put those demands on women, women are lashing back to women are saying, I'm not gonna be with you if you don't have a stable income, if you haven't even started working towards something for me to feel like I'm comfortable enough that if I'm with you, we can build from there. So that's why this topic came about. And some situations, some relationships, some things are like, give and take. But a lot of women these days are not going for, better days ahead. No, because when they get to that better days, you start to look at something else that you think, okay, now this person went
But
through
Fee,
this status that I'm at.
I'm not intent to cut you up. I'm not
Uh-huh.
intent to cut you up, please. But I don't think a man who want to get into a relationship will not fully be prepared, even though he might not be financially potent 100%. Like, but as Riverside Pro said, you don't necessarily be financially potent before you engage into that. Because if you limit it down to financial potency, many people will not easily get married.
Right.
So many people start their life from scratch. So if you
And
want
that's
someone to be
fine,
financially
but
potent
modern,
before you get married, I think it will breach the social contract.
I think
yeah,
Not
but
everybody got money to get married,
I
though.
think we are mixing up things
yeah,
here.
that's what I was about to say.
I call it a financial status. It just as you know, it just like you have a
You're
source.
working.
you have a source. You are doing something that is earning you money, and you are
No,
able
but then
to
the
take
topic,
care of your
then
family.
the topic was very ambiguous. It was not
Well,
specific.
the topic says that should you focus on career, because most men, right? Let me say this. So
Okay.
most men, when you ask them why haven't you married your woman yet, they said, "Oh, I'm looking for money, right? Or the time not there yet. I'm not where I want to be yet." So if you're not where you want to be yet, why are you stranding someone's daughter alone? Maybe you should be where you want to be before you grab someone's daughter to be hanging with you. Because what we see is a lot of women end up with men, they date them for years, they have babies with them, and then they're saying, "Oh, I haven't reached to that point yet." They're together for 10, 15 years, and still they're not married yet, but then the man keeps saying, I'm trying to reach at a certain status. So that's another part of where this topic comes from.
You see, Fee, let me come in a
Mhm.
little bit. I'll
Okay,
grab no
Dennis
Dennis.
will let you speak shortly. Sorry.
Yeah. Um.
And you
You see,
guys just talk me here, let me and get blood to my own blood. It's
Jimmy,
stable,
don't
it's
say
not running.
no.
Sophie, let Dennis go. Let Dennis come with
Okay,
his
that's Dennis
intro,
coming and
and
then
then
you.
we
My,
go
my,
round the
Go
table.
ahead, Dennis.
my blood not running. I will tell you guys my blood running. Well, the topic is okay. The topic is nice, but here it says, should you, what happening here is you don't have to be fully financially, fully stable financially before you can get married. Okay, but when it comes to marital status, at least a guy must be, even you're not 100%, should be like 60, 70% financially stable before you can get married. And always it is not the case as well, because I want to look at it in a two different dimension. All right. When we go back to the old days, you know, before you get married to somebody like what Jacob, they had to work for a father-in-law for almost 14 years before you can get married. Jacob was not rich. All right.
Thank
Before he
you.
could get married,
he was a farmer.
his father-in-law had to give him some of the cattle that he was raising, and then went with his daughter. Okay, but now in our present days, most of our girls nowadays, they don't want to work. They only want to see it and go there. That is why you find a lot of the guys saying, before I get married, I will be financially stable. Reason why is, if that guy is financially stable, that girl who gonna come not gonna dictate to him, because the girl now, they like to dictate to men. Oh, I
Mm.
want this one, I want that one, this one, that one, that all. But technically, a man should not be financially stable before he gets married. At least that guy should be a guy with vision, or hard-working guy, determination, that guy who ready to break barriers to reach his goal. And when it comes to the women, a virtual woman will stay by a guy, even that guy doesn't have nothing. But if that woman see the potential in that guy, she will get married to that guy. So a man, you don't need to be financially stable before you get married. You don't have to get all the money before you get married. But as long you are determined, you are hardworking, smart, and have a vision or target, well, you can go for it, because two heads is better than one. Two heads is better than one. So you don't have to be financially stable before you can get married. No, it's not the case here. It's not even written in the Bible that you have to be financially stable before you get married. It's not written there. Your man should be a man who ready to lead, who ready to take the bold step, who ready to lead his family, who ready to provide and protect his family. A man who ready to provide and protect, that man can get married, because that man is setting to become what he wants to be. So that's my point for now. I rest my case.
Fee, another brother will come in, but okay, I'm just
Okay.
reading the thing right now. So, okay, I'm
Okay,
getting
go ahead.
it.
Go
Should
ahead.
men focus on their career and build a financial status
Right.
before getting married? Okay, now I see. So, yeah, I just wanted to make sure because we have to look at career in detail. When you say career, what does that mean? If I'm selling, is it a career? If I'm a marketer, is it a career? You're talking about professional career. And so when you say career, I want us to because you use two words that you say should he focus on his career and build
Right.
a financial status. So we have to look at career, what it means. I mean, in terms of the relationship. So yeah, the better go ahead, but I just I want us to get get it there because I'm thinking about the career, like what.
Real Pro. When it comes to career is things that you do, is what you do to earn to become financially stable. Because money don't just drop from the sky and come down to you. You need to work for it, right? So what you do, even if you're a businessman, because I have seen somebody who sell cold water and become a big businessman and have so many houses and have car and have everything to his disposal. Okay, that's why I say here, a man who is determined, who has vision, ready to provide and protect and lead, that man can get married.
Okay.
Because if a man who has a vision to provide for his family, that man, no matter, even if that man sell chocolate, even if that man sell chocolate, that man can prosper from that chocolate to provide, protect, and lead his family. So career is something that you do to become financially stable. Hope you understand. Thank you.
Yeah.
So right, let me just jump in really quick. Thank you so much for that, Dennis. So before you jump on, we had defined it, but let me just give a little bit more detail about what a career is. And if you guys are just joining, welcome to the show. Basically, career is often used to refer to a profession, but there are two definitions of that, right? I know most of the time women, we think that career is like a doctor, nurses. Most people, when you think about career person, they're thinking about white collar jobs, things like that. But career is basically could be defined basically something you do for a living. It could be a trade, could be a vocation, it could be something like that. Because nowadays a lot of people just want to get a job. As long as they have a job, they're making money, that's it. And then tomorrow when they get fired from the job, they're looking at someone else to provide, right? They're looking at their partner to provide. So basically the career part is like, should you have a trade? Do you have something tangible that you're working towards, that you're able to say, hey, if I have a family today, this is what will be able to provide for our family. Basically, that's what that means. All right, Jimmy, you wanted to come in.
Yeah, so I I heard River Says Pro narrate his story, how he and his wife came together, she got pregnant. You know, there's a difference between being in a in a relationship and being married. Every marriage begins with a relationship, but it takes a different level when you get married. When you when you have a girlfriend as a man, you don't shoulder 100% of the responsibility of that person. You don't shoulder even 50% of it unless you are in a position to.
I
Huh?
beg to differ.
Wait, wait,
Not
wait, wait, wait.
nowadays. Not
Wait, please
nowadays.
come back. You say what? You say you don't
Not
show that one?
nowadays. Not nowadays. I beg to differ.
When,
Not nowadays.
when you are dating a girl,
Mm-hmm.
you are not 100% responsible for her.
Not nowadays.
For
I beg to differ.
Andrew Widner.
No, but I'm just providing an information. I'm
If
waiting
you
that you
have a
provide the
girlfriend,
information
okay.
too.
If you have a girlfriend, do you pay that girlfriend rent? Do you pay her car note?
People are.
Look at the man talking.
Wait now, wait. Are you responsible? Are you responsible to pay her car note? Are you responsible to pay her rent?
That's the
I'm talking about
expectation these
dating.
days.
The issue of being responsible to pay her rent, for me, I consider it being abstract. You may not be say, oh, I
Okay,
am
I understand
responsible.
you. I
But as a
understand you. I
conscious
understand you.
man, man, you
I
will
won't
start
allow
to
you
do
to eat
those
my time.
things.
I won't allow you to eat my time. You will wait. So
A big yeah.
you just said it is an abstract. That means you are now fully responsible, but you can help if you have it. If you want to, adequately, you can help. So what I'm saying is that is different from when you marry her. When you marry her, you're taking her into your place. That means if she was paying her own rent over there, she no longer pays that. You are responsible now to pay her rent. Whatever she needs, especially in our African setting, you as the man, you should be in the position to provide for her. So how are you going to provide for her if you don't have a source of income? When we talk about financial status, we're not talking about financial stability. We discussing financial status. That means you are doing something to earn a living. And
But
whatever you are
if that
whatever
father is
you
not
are doing
stable,
to
but
earn
if
a
that father
living,
is not stable,
whatever you are doing to earn a living could be your career. I just mentioned here that if you are a driver, if you know, even if you are an Uber driver, that gives you a financial status. You are earning a living. Okay? If you are a car washer, that gives you a financial status. You are earning your living. You don't have to be a rich man before you get married, but just put yourself in a position that you are able to shoulder the responsibility of the person you are bringing in.
but that's what we're saying, Jimmy.
You can't
Probably you
marry
don't understand it. That's what we're saying.
you can't
You don't want
marry
the next one to
somebody
be a lot
child. You
quick.
can't marry somebody child. I call it in. I call it and you can't marry somebody child and I call it and in the morning. I call it you lying out with your feet in the comforter, and you know, and that person child, I call it that person child goes out and fetch for you, and then you become a stay-home husband. Is that why you marry her? Do you marry her to for her to be a slave to feed you
I think I get. I have to
and
come
feed the
in.
I
rest of
like
your
the
family?
comforter
What
part.
we are saying here,
I think I need to come in on this point.
Guys, there
what
are
we are
many
saying
guys
here is
nowadays. There are many guys nowadays. In the morning, they will take that leg and stretch it from east to west. They don't want to wake up from that bed. It's like the bed is holding them. Do you understand? So these people are not worth to even date anybody. Do you understand? You have to be a guy who ready to wake up 4 a.m. in the morning, 5 a.m. in the
Really?
morning, latest.
Like
You
you,
have
man.
to
Wait,
wake up.
already
I got one friend of
already
mine.
married.
He and I were
Married for you
talking.
there.
Fire,
What did he say?
you want a security mail. Why was that fuck that for?
I was I wake up. I wake up. The time you sleeping. The time you sleeping, bro. The time you sleeping, are gone.
Yeah, because you
Oh,
are 13 hours ahead of us.
let me tell you. If you want to be ahead, the time you should wake up is 4 5 a.m. in the morning. Why I say that is because, okay, if you wake up by 5 a.m. in the morning, you can take 1 hour or 1 hour you work out. 1 hour or 30 minutes to meditate. You take shower, get ready, and go to work. So what happens? You take care of your mental health, your physical health, and then at the end of the day, you earn money. That's why you have to wake up early. It's not
When
like
do you go to bed? You need
security man. No,
a normal
all those things is part of
8
it.
hours.
If you want to be ahead, you need to wake up early.
You need 8
So
hours
in
sleep, bro.
order to have a family, you have to ready to provide, protect, and lead. That's why you need to sleep 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. latest. Some of you sleep 1 a.m. Then you wake up 12 p.m. By that time, people already make decision of your life on the market.
Baby, yeah.
So tell me, that's why I make a lot of our guys nowadays, they are not financially okay because they still living that kind of life. But anybody can be financially okay.
Yeah, so I would say, I will come back to say.
So that's it. That's my contribution.
Yeah,
Guys.
I would say, you don't gotta be financially stable, potent before you married anyone. You don't have to get tons of money in your bank account before you get married to somebody. Getting married to somebody is the heart desire. It comes with commitment and understanding. Finance should not be a prerequisite for someone getting married to somebody. You cannot go get married to somebody if you know you cannot take care of the person. So finance should not be a prerequisite. No man will just go and say, I want to get married to a child. If he or she doesn't know where, or he doesn't know where he funds a source of funding. Or a source of
Nobody
funding.
say finance should be a prerequisite. That's not what we're saying here. Nobody say finance should be a prerequisite.
But you talk about financial status to be up there, though.
But if you say somebody should have a financial status, does that make it a prerequisite?
I think it should be it assumed to mean to be a prerequisite. That means you should be built financially to a level before you even get married.
So that is your assumption, though.
That is your assumption. It's based on the topic.
No, it's not based on the topic.
Sure, obviously. Look at the topic. Career, build your career at a financial status before getting married.
The topic started with should.
Financial status.
The topic started with the word should.
I come in, Jimmy, as an accountant. As an accountant, as an accountant, I wouldn't say professional accountant, but I know I'm an accountant.
Okay.
Should I build my career at a level where I will be making maybe the 4-digit per month?
No, that's not what we are saying.
Yeah, 4-digit per month. Let's say in the hundreds, right? Maybe I'll be making a 5K a month.
No. That's not what we are saying.
So if I bring my career to make $5,000 a month,
what we are saying is,
if I get married, even if I'm making $500 a month, and I see a lady, and I feel that I think I can get married to her, I can. The problem in relationship here is management of your finances.
People don't manage so that means so that means you must have a finance before you even manage it.
No, but even if you had a finance, you have a finance before you manage it.
Management of your finances. That means you must be earning. You must be earning the money. You must be earning the money before you can manage it.
No, but it doesn't necessarily mean you reach it at a level before you start to manage it. It doesn't necessarily mean you reach a level.
At what level? What we are saying is be earning a living that you are able to provide. We are not saying be making a lot of money. No, you don't even need you don't even need a professional career to get married. If you are a farmer and you are earning a living from that farming,
that's why I told you from the onset. I said,
and that you are able to provide. You are able to provide for yourself and feed other people in your household.
So I believe a man will be able to provide for his family before he's getting married. But it should not be a prerequisite. You must get tons of money before you get married. No,
and that's not what we are. And that's not what we are.
That's what the topic suggests. That's what the topic suggests. You must make yourself financially stable.
No, the topic is asking a question. Should men build? Come on, man. It's important.
And I said no.
Should men build career?
And I said no.
Be at a financial status before getting married.
So guys, for me, I think once I saw that word career, and I think, yeah, look, I mean, let's admit, we don't live in it back in Liberia in the 1950s anymore, 1960s or 70s. Right now, society has changed so much. Career, and I think career is very career now. Having a career is significant to relationship, and having a career, not just a career, but a stable career. It doesn't necessarily have to be a white collar job or professional level job, or having a stable. Because I mean, imagine living here in the United States and you can barely afford your rent. You can, you living on scraps. It's gonna be hard to build a relationship. It's gonna be hard. Maybe in Liberia, I mean, it might work. But in the Western society, it's going to be extremely difficult, you know. So I think having a career, having a job is important to keep a relationship. I mean, if you want to build a family, you want to have children. I mean, you want to be able to come home as a dad and have, bring something home.
Yes.
You can't just say, oh, back then our people. So career is very having a career. I mean, no matter what it is,
No,
a
no,
stable one is
Russell Pro, we are not
it's-
saying nobody should bring something on the table. No one's saying that nobody should have something here. But you cannot make finance as a prerequisite or financial stability as a prerequisite for someone to getting married to somebody.
it's
So
true,
let me
but
ask you a
Nobody is
question.
used.
it's true
Yeah.
though. But then again, yeah, I understand because according to the topic, it's a financial status. So, and the brother said that once you get a financial status, it has to be stable. Even if it's what the word my guy used to use at job, he says steady. You should have
Yeah,
a
a
steady
steady
flow,
job.
steady job. Even when that $200 you bring in is steady like that, you
Yes.
know how to do your calculation. But if you go to one temp service, maybe you work for 1 week and then you won't work for 2 other weeks, your financial status is in question. It's not stable. You
Yes.
can't you
It's
can't
not
you
steady.
can't necessarily live a life like that. With a
No
family.
way, you cannot, bro.
So I
You
have a
cannot.
question
So the
though.
topic we have been discussing,
I have
should
a
it be
question.
have a stable, should a
Mhm.
person have a stable financial status?
Not stable but steady.
No. So I have a question though. I have a quick question. And this question is to any of you guys.
Go
Let's
ahead,
say
Miss.
you have a daughter, right? And a guy came to you and say, "Hey, I want to marry your daughter." What's the first question you ask him?
What do you do for a living?
That's it.
Definitely, I will ask that question.
Right, but that's
Every
it.
parent,
Because you want to know your
every
daughter will
parent,
be okay.
every parent wants that security for their child. You see?
So is
Definitely,
it wrong that women are requiring men to have something stable before they even talk to them?
definitely, I will ask that question.
It's not wrong.
But
It's not
it will
wrong.
not be a prerequisite of him marrying my daughter.
So if he said no, I just work at the grocery store and that's where I want to be working packing fruits.
That's why he does. If he in love with her, should I stop her from marrying him because he work in the grocery store?
No, you're not stopping him, but in that moment, I know we're all saying this right now. You will be thinking
And
to
this is
yourself,
why, and
how
this is
are you
why
going to
we as
provide for
parents,
my daughter?
no, and this is why we as
Guys,
parents, we
cannot
should
come
support
in
our
for
kids when they
Hold
want to
on
make
one
decision to
second,
get
Dennis.
married.
Okay.
cannot come in for a while. Look, a family. A guy should not be financially stable before he gets married. But
Really?
if that guy has these things, okay, if that guy had these things, if that guy is is a visionary guy, not just to sit down and dream. If that guy is hardworking,
How
if
do
that
you
guy
put
is
that? How do
ready
you know he's hard working when he's not working?
if that guy is doing something or can provide, protect, and lead. If that guy can do these three things, to provide, protect, and lead. That guy should not be financially stable, have all the money before he gets married.
See,
That
I
guy
think that's the
is
problem.
qualified to
I think you
marry.
guys are
So,
looking at it where you're thinking like what financial status, meaning like you have to be rich or have all the money in the world. No, that's not what it is. And a lot of women are
a
actually
man should not
concerned with
say
it.
his financial stable, a finance become very stable with it before he get married. No,
So let
a
me
guy can
tell
be
you what financial
enchanted and get
stability is.
married. A
Yeah,
guy can be enchanted and get married.
let me tell you now, listen. So when women say you need to, and I'm speaking to you guys from a modern women perspective, right? There are a lot of men that will have jobs, and then once they get into a relationship, they become comfortable because the woman is working along, and then they get lazy, they lose their job, and then you see them, they will just find something here and there, and then they're okay and they're not, right? And now the woman has to deal with it. I know last time we talked about divorce, right? This is some of the reasons that women are initiating divorce because a man will act like most modern men will act like they're okay, they have a job, they go to work, they get really, they're into it, the woman decided. As time goes along, they lose that view of that job that they're doing. And then incomes drops. When incomes drop, wife or whoever has to pick up more shifts. And now she's frustrated because one, you guys have to understand we women were very emotional, and if we're not getting what we need and we're out there and another man compliments you and say, wow, you're very hardworking, you need a man that's going to do this. And then we start to reevaluate our process of, wait, what am I doing? Why am I working? And then you see the woman come home where she's arguing with you, talking back to you, and things like that. And you as a man want to say no. Guys, I'm sorry. I gotta drink. I choked on my spit there. I'm sorry, guys.
That's fine.
So a woman started to think like, okay, you can't provide. You're not doing this, but you want to control me. No, you can't control me because you're not able to do the things that you're supposed to do as a man. So I think men should be able to have a stable income, something that they've been doing steady. Income is something what you've been doing for a while, where you've built that job security that the woman feel like even if something were to happen, you have that skill set to get another one.
So Phil, let me ask you a question. So
Right.
I mean, does it matter to you uh the the uh the level of income, the amount? Say, I mean, do you have problem with a man making lesser than you? Say that, say you're
No,
married,
no,
you ain't got problem with
absolutely not. For me,
it.
so my concept will always work where it's not that you're telling me you have to drive, I have to see it.
Okay.
It's not that you're telling me, oh, I'm working towards it. I mean, action speaks louder than words. A lot of men come with good games. They'll tell you this, they tell you that, they tell you X, Y, and Z. But then in reality, when women really start to find out, they're like, wow, you really
But
lied.
everybody got a fishing now.
you
Okay.
know but then also I'm going to play the devil's advocate because some women like to see the flashy things, and men will do that just to get what they want because you men are hunters. You're there to get what it is you want, and because you're able to get that, and now you're not staying there. The other day we said, somebody said something, beautiful women are getting the rings but they're not keeping it. The same goes for men. The men that's quote unquote act, act like they're getting the women that they want, but they're not keeping the women because the women are leaving. Because one, I honestly believe women are more compromising than men are. when it comes to one, um, willing to work with them and willing to, well, I don't want to say all women, some women are willing to work with men, but the issue is a lot of women watch what happened to other women that are willing to do it, and then the backlash, or they look at their past, what they were doing before, and now they're like, well, if I work along with him, when he gets a certain level, he's just gonna drop me. So now instead of me doing that, I need someone who's already there, because I'm gonna prepare myself to get there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a
So,
yeah. Go ahead, bro.
how to call it, fee?
Yeah.
Let me, let me say something before I leave,
Hmm.
because I will soon be leaving.
Yeah, we're
Um,
about to close anyways.
yeah. So, a man for
You're not
security,
leaving the show right now. We'll conclude the topic tonight.
a man for security of his marriage is being able to provide for his family.
Yep.
That's the first security. And in order for you to be able to do that, you must have a steady income.
Yeah.
Even if you work and you get paid $50 every week, and that $50 is consistent, that is something that you can be able to take care of your family, to provide for your family. And if you have an understanding and dependable woman, that $50 you bring home, you put it in her hand, she's able to be turning inside, and while you going to work for another $50 to come during a week. Like that, you guys are building up. So you don't need a whole lot of money before you get married. All you need is the base, and it should be steady. It should be consistent.
Now you're coming to my point. You're trying to agree with me.
What do you mean? This is a point that I've been preaching from
No,
the
no, you
beginning
have
of
not
the
pushed that
show.
point from the beginning. Let a man
Okay?
build a career, he must get
Which,
money before he
I
marry.
call it, let me conclude, my man.
No,
Let
I'm
me
not just.
conclude.
No, you're going to conclude, but I just trying to
The
interject
thing
and bring
about
a
career,
meaningful point of
the,
correction, though.
the thing about career, you don't need a professional career before you get married. All you need is being able to provide for yourself and provide for the person that you are bringing in. Listen, some of us, we were going to school, I call it, and teaching and having girlfriend. And the reason we maintain some other relationship for years is because we were doing something and able to provide the little bit of their needs. No woman want to be somewhere where they are not secure, where they are not secure. So, I call it, to conclude, I call it, career building should not be an obstacle to getting married.
Oh, I will clap for you on this one.
But
I will clap for you on
but
this one.
but but but
Now
but
you're driving to me
but
straight.
but
But,
but but, but oh, okay, go ahead. When you
but,
finish, I want to ask something.
but when I talk about career building, I'm speaking in a term where everybody understand it to be being a
No.
professional. Wait, wait now. Career building is a process. You see, it's a process. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen overnight. So, if you have an ambition to be a doctor, do you want to wait until you graduate and be a doctor and start working and earning money before you get married? No. What I'm saying,
Glory to
while
God.
you
Glory to
are
God.
being
You learning so
while you are
smart.
in the
Glory to
process
God.
of being a doctor, you can still be, I call it, as long as you are doing something else on the side. that is
Glory to
earning
God.
you
You're learning small,
little
small.
bit
Thank God
living,
you're starting with us
that
small,
you are able
small.
to provide for yourself and provide for the next person, you are able to get married. You don't need a whole lot. All you need is an understanding woman and have a steady income. I'm not saying stable income. Have a what?
At least you talk
Steady
about
income.
understanding
but
woman, which I mentioned about
brother, brother,
understanding partner, which I mentioned about earlier. Thank
brother,
you.
So
You are starting with me.
brother. So
thank you
let
very
me
much
ask you.
for the
Let,
night fee.
let me
Uh,
let
Thank
me
you.
ask about the let me ask about the parental influence. I know you guys asked a very good question that I think we just brushed over it when you said that, oh, the father will, you know, when somebody comes, the first thing they will ask the man, you know, the father will ask, you know, what you doing for a living. You know, it just how much of an influence do father have on these things? Because when you look at I look at a movie Coming to America, that's an old movie, but it just came to my mind when the other guy was rich and Eddie Murphy was a goat herder. And remember what the man said? He said, "No, baby, he's a you know you don't want me and your mom go through the same situation. He's a goat herder. Daryl, he's
Right.
rich, he take care of you." So, a fee, how much? I mean, let's be realistic, man. I mean, say you are a mother, and then this guy come and want your daughter, and then this dude telling you that, you know, you asking, and then say there are two suitors. One is a professional level guy, maybe, you know, a promising doctor, and the other guy is a factory worker. Tell me, I mean, I mean, psychologically, you want the best for your daughter, right?
Right.
Rosa
You
Pro.
would prefer her going for the
Before
doctor.
P come in, let me just come
Mhm,
in a quick in you just talk about psychologically. But
mhm,
like, I want to tell you, so nowadays, right?
mhm,
When the children minds are made up, it's
mhm.
their minds are made up. They
True.
don't care whatever status the person is. Once the love, that the key word is nothing is love.
Mhm.
That romantic feelings, that affection. The key
Right.
word is love. When the person loves somebody, no condition will make that person about it. No
I
matter
agree
what.
and disagree.
Once the
I
person
agree
loves
with you and
somebody,
disagree.
the person will be whatever chore right. They don't care about that. I know that one for sure.
But then they'll be coming back to the father now. Oh, Papa, I mean, our
So,
rendering
so,
rich. Can
so
you
I'm
help
not
us with?
telling you. I'm not telling you whether they like it or not, or
True.
whether they
Yeah,
want to.
I agree.
People don't care about that. When
Yeah,
they love
I
you,
agree.
they don't care about they don't care about the excess baggages. They
Yep,
don't
I
care about
agree.
it.
I agree. True.
I agree and disagree.
Mhm,
The
State your
one
disagreement.
before
State
I
your disagreement,
answer
P.
River says pro, I'm gonna
mhm,
go to Andrew really quick.
mhm,
The statement that you made that you said the kids nowadays they want what they want and they love. I agree and I disagree. But where I disagree is that it depends on the type of relationship the child has with their parents. That's the key role to that. If that child that's getting married has a relationship with their parents, a good one where they communicate about everything and they have a family close net where there's no boundary of explaining and discussing anything and everybody has an open opinion where their input is important, then that doesn't happen. You will see, I will tell you guys, before I met my husband, I dated a young man. We didn't even date. We were like going on a date. I dated a young man where his family were like whatever decision he made, his parents has to approve. If they didn't approve, that was something that wasn't gonna happen.
Oh
So
wow.
I remember we went he invited me to their family, dinner. It was like around the holiday season. And when I got there, the first thing the mother said, "You went way to Liberia to find someone instead of you staying within our culture." And that made me feel really uncomfortable and he was uncomfortable, but I could see the look on his face and the look on his parents and his siblings' face. And I knew that was something that I was not even ready to jump into. So right then and then, that's where that entire conversation, everything ended, and I walk away because for me, I'm not here to fight an empty bottle. So I feel like if you have that relationship with your children, even though a lot of people in modern society think the kids just make decision whatsoever, no, because parents are not playing their role as parents to be close and to, understand the society that they're living in for them to have that close relationship, especially in our African culture. So therefore, kids these days, they're loose. They just decide and make their decision and say, you will have to deal with it or you don't. This is the millennium. But then again, there are people who are just going to do it because they feel like they have the right to, and they're living their independence life, and that's what it is. But to go to the question is, for me, if my daughter came to me and said, this is the young man that I'm interested in, and he's interested in me, and he would like to take my hand in marriage, and he has to be the one asking me that. My daughter don't have to be the one coming and telling me that's the man I want to marry. But anyway, long story short, I would tell that young man, you will have to meet with me and my husband because we're a family unit and make the decision. And the number one first question that I'm gonna ask, what do you do for a living? If you say I'm a student, I say, what is your intent? Like, we take care of our daughter. We provide for her. She's working, she's doing that. But we are traditional. So what is your goal? What will you be doing to sustain her for the time that she's going to be with you? So that would be my number one question. And of course, the decision is up to my daughter, but I know I can influence that decision by telling her and laying out the foundations of things that I know she needs to have in life. So definitely, I don't care if he's the floor tech person that's cleaning the floor. He just have to be the best floor tech to protect his position and have money to take care of my daughter. He doesn't. If he's a thief, no. I was about to say itch, no, hell no. Um, you know, as long he's doing something that's honest and it doesn't have to do with corruption, stealing, and things like that, I absolutely don't care. If that's who she wants to be with and he's able to provide, then he can do it. I think people just live out of their means. It doesn't matter how much you make, it's how you actually manage what you have.
True.
So I wouldn't mind if the guy is sweeping the floor. He's like the trash picker person. I don't care as long he's doing it. He's honest. He's committed to it, and he know he can provide for my daughter. That's all that matters to me.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
All right, guys. It's been
Yeah.
a really great topic. I don't know if we can even go to your question. I think we kind of basically answered that question already. Um, but it's been a really great show. I gotta wake up really early tomorrow.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys want to give your closing statement?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to go first.
Yeah.
I mean, you made a great point, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think we need to narrow it to be 100% financially stable. I mean, you need to have something. But if you tie it around your career that you got money, before you get married to somebody, then many people will not get married. So one
A
other
lot
thing
of
is
people
that,
are not getting married now.
yeah,
You know
probably
that?
know the reason why they're not getting married.
It
But I don't
is.
think it's not enough. It's not a good reason enough to be able to stop somebody from getting married. A man will choose to go to a woman and want to be with a woman, and he say, "Look, I believe in you, and I think I love you, and I think the key thing into that whole thing before getting married is your love. The love should develop before. A love does not
No, I
develop
don't
before you get
agree.
married to somebody, it will be a problem. But once the love develops and you want to get married to somebody, regardless of finances, whatever you have, not the first thing we're going to understand that you don't have to get rich tons of money. You get a late ring, or even you get a ring, you use the Bible, you carry the person on to the altar and get married to the person once you love the person. So the key thing in that thing is, even if you get your career is making tons of money, but you should love the person. Without love, the relationship bound to suffer. The relationship bound to suffer. Even you get the tons of money, but if you don't love the person, the relationship bound to suffer. But once you love the person, the relationship will prosper, it will progress. So my point is, you don't have to get money, plenty, plenty money before you get married to somebody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So that's great topics. Hopefully waiting for next week's one. So I can we'll get better prepared. But thank you for the topic. Look, Fee, you made a great point when you talk about you know, as long as he a flow tech, he should, he should do it at his best. I think that's one of the problems we have high in society, parental pressure, you try to make your daughter to, oh, you gotta marry this person, that's how. Let me tell you, growing up, my father, I don't know, may his soul rest in peace. I don't know where this guy got that Congo thing from. For some reason, you would tell me you got to marry Congo woman. I'm like, hey, I was growing up back there for real. He used to say that thing. He said, and I asked him why. He said, because when you marry in Congo family, you will not suffer. And my mother being yeah, and I'm looking at my mother is country, but he was always saying that. But he said he was, he always he wanted me to have a better life. He don't want me to marry into poor family where the woman will get pregnant and then the burden, the Congo people they were up there. So when I don't know where he got that from, but you see that's some of the problem we have, Fee. So you don't know, you force your children to marry somebody you don't know he could be a drug dealer, like you said, bring
Right.
the flashy car, give the parent money. You don't even know the man could come and lie to you, say I'm a CEO somewhere, but he's doing something different. So it is important that we let the children go with their mind and get the right person, instead of putting pressure. And financial stability for me, is important. It's important. You don't necessarily have to be rich, like the brother said, but you need
Yeah.
something more stable, to keep your family. Nobody getting rich in America unless maybe you're doing something different. We all live for real. Fee, we all live. Look, I was looking at the statistic, like 60% of Americans live from paycheck to paycheck.
Of course.
Yeah. So people can barely keep up with bills. You got student loan, you got, the next thing before that check goes into your account, half of it gone already.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, nobody getting rich, but having that stable, something stable to keep your family all, like you said from the beginning, where the woman will not encounter somebody and the person will be like, girl, why you gotta go through all these stress? You need somebody to
Yeah.
pick the next thing. The woman start to think like, oh yeah, maybe she's right, maybe he's right. Why am I being the one? I'm stressed, I'm getting older than my age because I'm doing too much, and the man he's not doing anything. You don't want to put the woman into that kind of situation where she has to rethink you, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean that's
Exactly.
why it's important to always keep that level of stability, in your home, a career wise, have a job and something, at least if she's doing something different, history with Josh Hart said no, but the man, he's doing his best. He got a job, he goes
Yeah.
to work every day, he pays bills. What justification do you have to cheat or to go to somebody? But when you leave, when you put the woman in that kind of situation, she got no choice. So yeah, it was a great
Exactly.
show. Thank you for having me. I enjoy the topics and always good to be on your show.
Thank you so much. You're always welcome here. Like what you said, I think a lot of people, like, they say this whole financial thing, like women, I don't think they're really saying it out what they really mean.
Mhm.
Like when women say, "Oh, I need him to be on my level," I need him. I hear this a lot. And sometimes I'm like, what level are you talking about? Are you talking about he should be rich? Or you will hear some women saying, "I'm making 100,000. I need a man to be making that."
Yep.
And we're not very. You can make 100,000 and still be broke. You know,
Yep.
you can make 200,000 a year and still be broke if you don't know how to manage it, if you're living out of your means. And also, just because that's another, I think a lot of women are just not financially, like, literate, like they don't know what's really going on in the country, like how many percentage of men are making certain amount of money, and just hearing like six figure, they just think it's just like making 100,000, that's it, we've made it.
Yep.
And, I think that's what most people need to do. They need to, educate their kids about like finance and money, what's going on in the world in general. Like most women, especially black women, we want black men. Do you know the average of what black men's making? Maybe if you knew that, then you would know that, okay, maybe I should calm down a little bit and work with him,
Yep.
because they're not making like the average, if I'm not mistaken, last time I checked, the average black man that's like from the age of 20 and up, maybe making at least like $40,000 a year. That's
Mhm.
like me being nice, but the ones in the 20s are probably making like 30 something $1,000 a year. And that has a lot of a take on a lot of people, that they don't understand that one, most black men are not seeking higher education. So they're going to have these low end jobs. He might look really good, but then you're pretending like you don't care about everything else. But then once you get there, then now you're mad. You want to break the relationship. So I think if most women understood where most of these men fall in their financial status, then there will be more understanding of, okay, since I have pushed myself to get to this level, it's fine if he's not there, but is he honest with himself? Is he willing to work with me? Are we gonna be okay? And then also, I think women just become so like bossy. Oh,
Yep.
because I'm making a lot of money, so I can't listen to him, and the men become intimidated. So now we're seeing men who wants to look good and get the woman that they can get, but then they're not staying with them. So,
Right.
it's just kind of confusing as modern society play out.
Yep. True. True. That's true. See? That's
Yeah,
true.
it's getting bad, and I don't know how our kids are gonna live their life.
Oh yeah.
Um, you know,
Yep.
it really gets to that. But it's been a really great show. It's always nice having you on. Thank you so much for always supporting us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I might pop in and there here during the week because I be
Okay.
trying to get my content up.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so stay in Facebook algorithm so that way
Okay.
people like get familiar. That's why I be popping in and out during the week.
Okay.
But my
Okay.
schedule be really crazy. Hopefully I'll get something stable soon.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. Thank you
Everything.
so much. You have a great week, okay?
You too, Fee. All
All
right.
right. Take care.
Uh,
All right. Bye, guys. That's it. We will see you next week. And on Saturdays, Sundays, always on here. If I'm coming in, I will pop in and out and tell you guys. Just wanted to say condolences to our brother Myron, and I pray his soul rest in peace. Praying for his family, his kids, and yeah, that was a shocking death for us this week. I remember last time I saw him, it was just I was a little girl, and now I was hoping that I would reunite with everybody. But until then, thank you guys for watching. As always, please make sure you share our show, invite your friends. We're on YouTube. Always, when you share, just hashtag us. Let's talk with Miss Fee. We really appreciate your support, and thank you until next time. Bye bye.